Good morning and welcome to episode 1279 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast right here. And today, Pat's got the latest on Trump's weigh-in and much more in your cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah, it's a stacked coffee. It's brimming. It's brimming. We're talking Pakistani kids getting rescued. We're talking about civil rights. We're talking about houses we can never afford with stupid ways to get to them.
Oh,
You're
nice.
going to love it.
Fantastic stuff. Wes has the USA making Ukraine soldiers, super soldiers, gay on deck.
Yeah, that's right. That's what Russia thinks. And you know what? I got to be honest with you. They might not be wrong.
Interesting. Can't wait to find out.
What are they feeding Bud Lights?
You know what I mean? Kid Rock's rushing over to join the army. Mark's got GoFundMe in the soft corner again over what they're doing over with Maui.
They can't seem to get out of that fucking corner.
Terrible. And I've got Saudi Arabia's latest wonder of the world to close things out today. And thank you to listener John Stanko. He sent us these badass Hard Factor nameplates. Check that out. It says Hard Factor
awesome,
Will.
bro.
It's got Hell
yeah.
Look at this thing.
Fucking sweet.
They're
Thank you,
kinda
John.
the best.
Pretty good. Pretty awesome.
Stanko.
Thank you, John.
Just Stanko.
Yeah, you got a badass name too, so that's pretty cool. A lot
I
of
think
good stuff going
Stanko's
on
and the
there.
Jenkos. Probably, right?
At the
In
time,
the
yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
He had to make like a rhyming.
Look at Stanko and the Jenkos.
No doubt about it. I'm pretty excited about I'm like 3 days away from getting my Stanko up and getting the studio done over here. It's been quite a journey. But it'll be great to have our fifth co-host, the guy who's on the other side of the wall.
Oh,
us.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking about getting-
Is he there?
Still there?
Yeah, so I have one of your lavalier mics from way back in the day. I found it in my gear. I think I'm going to tape that to the wall.
Second input. I like it.
Yeah, so we just have him on the show too.
That's perfect too, because it'll pick up the ambient noise. Is he gaming right now? Is he putting in work?
He likes to game right around 11 o'clock at night. So most show nights we're going to miss him. But
Okay.
He's like a European, Eastern European guy. He likes to do it late. Yeah.
Won't just be four white guys on the show anymore. So
That's
All
exciting.
right.
That's awesome.
Diversity.
It's about time. Yeah.
I've been saying forever we need a black guy.
yep,
Yeah.
he just won't know.
He has. Wes really has been saying that.
Yep.
Hey, Pat, how's the? Do you follow up on that thing we talked about at the last meeting?
Well, Pat thinks he's a shade darker than he is.
Yeah, man. I'm a pretty
Pat
dark
thinks
guy.
he's like, not quite Caucasian according to
Let's
his
not
emojis.
get into it, Mark.
Yeah.
I am what
Yeah,
I
the
am.
thumb.
You know what
Everybody
I am.
remembers. Real quick before we
You know what
the
color
news,
my emoji is?
live comment, listener James England. He says, "What's good, fellas? His son's baseball team he's coaching is going to be in Vegas this weekend for a national tournament. Nice.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
James is black. Let's get him to host the pod.
Hell yeah. It's
Good
good
luck.
to have you, James.
Yeah. Yeah, kick ass.
Kick ass out there. Little League World Series entering its final rounds. Pretty excited. Favorite time of the year for sports for me. Really.
You think you'll ever grow out of that phase?
Playing for Camus.
It
Little
only
League
gets
World
better, bro.
Series is your favorite time of sport?
Doesn't it
It's
get a little
100% my
creepier
favorite.
every year that you still like it?
No, bro. It's the only sport
No?
that has the X factor of which kids went through puberty on the team, determining how far they're going to go.
Pat's like the
amazing.
Matthew McConaughey of Little League baseball. In Days
Bro,
of
there's a-
Confused.
There's a
Yeah.
180 pounder.
He keeps
on Chinese
watching
Taipei.
it, and they keep staying the same age.
Okay.
180
Why would you-
pounder on Chinese Taipei.
Yeah. And
That's pretty impressive.
There was an 80 pounder on Texas pitching to him the other day. It's electric.
Yeah, but what's our
Don't-
biggest boy? We gotta have somebody pushing through.
We don't have like that fat kid likes to hit dingers. There's none of those kids in. There's some big boys, but
Wasn't there a fat kid last year that was like
There's
my
always-
favorite celebrities like it was a porn star. It was like
Yeah.
Angela
Johnny
White
Sins.
or John Sins. Yeah.
Johnny Sins. All right.
He was a big
Don't-
boy.
There's nothing wrong with my appreciation for Little League World Series. It's totally normal. Okay, let's do the news.
Cup of coffee in the big time.
I'm sorry, did someone say something during the coffee that was negative about my love for the Little League World Series?
Well, I mean, do you watch Cuties at the 7th inning stretch, or
No, you
which
watch
stretch do they
Cuties
do?
one time as a piece of art, and then you put it down, and you never watch it again. But you appreciate the statement that it made because it's
The
important.
third inning
okay?
stretch. Yeah, I get it.
It's not my fault people abuse Cuties. Guys, you better watch out in San Antonio, right down the street from y'all, two of y'all's. We talked about last week how a 3-year-old brought a pistol to school in San Antonio to pre-K, and now we got spears going through people's windows. Check this TikTok video out, guys, if you don't mind.
shit.
Yeah.
Spears.
All right, there's the police, and they are fishing a spear
Oh, that is a spear.
right out a lady's window.
That's a new spear. That's freshly forged. I would
That's
say.
a millionaire's spear.
It's a pro spear. That's the type of spear you pick up at a hobby shop where they also sell swords.
Yeah.
It's,
So-
it's not supposed to be sharpened, really.
Yeah.
Well, this guy honed the edge, obviously,
But it's not like
or woman.
heavy,
Who knows?
It's like
5-6 pounds, something like that.
yeah.
Now they're examining the spear and talking about how heavy the spear is, like they've seen a spear before in their lives.
Yeah, this could kill you.
That actually
Was it like
sounds,
5-6 pounds?
that actually sounds pretty. I've actually got a couple.
Right through me, bro.
You could have died. Okay.
Wow.
Does anyone want to know the story or what?
Is
Yeah,
this like a
very
rock,
curious.
like an exaggerated, like kids throwing rocks from, like the overpasses, but now they're throwing spears at people?
I mean, dude, what do you think that spear costs?
I mean, that looked like a hefty spear. This is a spear from
50
Africa,
bucks.
and that thing was way bigger.
Oh, way bigger, bro. So
Way
this
hefty.
this
That
happened.
looks like a toothpick compared to that, Will.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
this is
could
an
fuck
impressive-
somebody up with that
impressive
spear. The 5 pounds. This thing is like 2 pounds, like maybe less.
So, guys, this happened on Sunday night, August 20, and San Antonio Police Department said in a preliminary report the incident took place Sunday night, 9:30 p.m. on the I-10 access road, 7600. The woman was not hurt, okay? The woman's name is Siobhan Canales, and she confirms that she did not provoke anyone. She thinks it was just a random person on the side
Oh
of
yeah,
the road.
someone just threw a spear at her. Yeah, didn't provoke her. Yeah,
Throw it, dude. I dare you to throw it. I dare you to throw that fucking spear.
no one's
No,
ever
man, it's
had
my-
a spear thrown.
Oh,
at them.
she's
my
saying
birthday
it's-
spear.
It's just delinquents coming out
Yeah,
just
right.
spearing the
Yeah.
shit out of cars.
It's like that guy in Austin who was throwing rocks off the overpasses at cars.
He found the rock. This is a $5,000 spear.
No, $100 spear. Someone spent $100 on it. There's no doubt about it. It's a spear you can get at like a,
his
at like
anger
a
spear.
Lord of the Ring convention or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He loves that spear, and he only throws it at you when you piss him off.
man, the guy must have really dared his.
yeah, it's
buddy.
like a Comic-Con spear, but
Yeah.
but then he sharpened it and made it a deadly. He or she, Pat? Is it? Are they still at
It was
large?
a
What's
she
that?
who got this. I mean, like, look, Will. Let's
It was
be
a guy
honest. We
that threw
know-
the spear.
It was a guy that threw the spear. What?
with aim
What
like
have you ever-
that.
Yeah.
Whatever you ever known a gal to have a ceremonial spear?
No, not happening.
Not
That's
happening.
rare.
Guys, Sam Bankman-Fried, the con man who was perhaps at the cornerstone of the crypto collapse due to his reckless use of hopeful early adopters' hard-earned money, is reportedly subsisting on a diet of only bread, water, and peanut butter in jail because the jail is not accommodating his vegan diet. And to that, guys, I say sprinkle some pubes in there and you would have the complete food pyramid for a fucking con man. Maybe some investors' pubes. His defense attorney, you see that graphic I made?
Yeah,
It's
it's
very
very
Yeah,
nice.
investors
Uh,
to the top. Yeah.
Food
Yeah,
pyramid.
you're not, you should,
perfect
should eat them
SPF.
sparingly.
Prison diet pyramid. Yeah, it's weird how he's expecting all the sympathy, not understanding it from SBF. Yeah.
No, they're not. He also can't get his Adderall, Will, so he can't focus, and his attorneys are not happy. That's what they're doing in court, saying Sam can't get his vegan diet and his Adderall, and we can't get our billions of dollars back, Sam. You piece of shit.
Right.
Sam,
There's like
guys,
an Adderall shortage in general. Lots of people can't get it. So
Exactly. What does he need to focus on in jail?
right, that's the one time you probably like wouldn't want it, right?
I don't know. I've never been to jail.
Unless you want to
Everyone's
trade it
sleeping.
for cigs or something, you know.
Probably want sleeping
alert.
pills in jail. Not yeah. You don't want to be wide awake. I'd probably want the opposite of Adderall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Xanax.
You may remember he was he was out on bail, and then he was remanded to jail because he was witness tampering. And the final straw, according to prosecutors, was when he leaked the private diary of his ex-girlfriend, Caroline Ellison, who was also named in this. She was like essentially his co-conspirator. And he's just being a fucking privileged asshole, dropping her diary entries. And the prosecutors were like, get your ass back there. No vegan diet. Can have some investor pubes, though.
Is it his ex-girlfriend that looked a lot like Razzle Khan and more even like Megan, the whore cop from Tennessee?
Caroline Ellison, she's the one that looked like Harry. She had the Harry Potter glasses.
She looked a lot like that Megan cop girl.
Kinda, nerdier version of her, yeah,
like a nerdier, more like a olive oil from Popeye version. Yeah.
These Bitcoin con men have a type. You know,
they had a type. Not hot, guys. The Archdiocese of San Francisco has filed Chapter 11 because of more than 500 lawsuits alleging child sexual abuse. And Archbishop Salvatore Cordiale, or some guy, Salvatore, Archbishop Sal, he said, quote,
Kid Leone.
Yeah, Kid Leone. The unfortunate reality is that the Archdiocese has neither the financial means nor the practical ability to litigate all these abuse claims individually, and therefore, after much consideration, concluded that the bankruptcy process was the best solution for providing fair and equitable compensation to the innocent survivors who've been harmed. Let me rephrase that for you. The unfortunate reality is that the Archdiocese allowed kid fucking to take place for years and years.
So now we're going
to
shut down.
You piece of shit.
We're just going to say a few Hail Marys, and that'll be that. Yeah.
The unfortunate reality is we don't have the money. No, the unfortunate reality is that they fucked kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. So bad that they don't even have the money to cover it. I mean, what are we talking here?
Well, I mean, at that point, you just be enabling their drug habits since their lives were ruined. You know, when they were choir boys. It's not like we're going to pay 500 drug addicts. Is that a good idea?
It's true.
It's got to be more than that if it's bankrupting a diocese, right? Isn't the Catholic Church?
A lot of people are
money,
saying
right?
they got the money. Well,
pay their rehabs.
Yeah, bro. It's a fucking pyramid scheme. It trickles up, dude, and trickles down.
They got
they're just
gold crowns they could sell, over there in Italy.
They got some money.
They got
rings.
This is like a loophole. They're like declaring bankruptcy on this one branch, and they're like,
it's almost like these billionaires can declare bankruptcy whenever they want and get away with it.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly it, guys. On the nose, on the money.
It's almost like these billionaire
on the
pedophiles.
Right there on the butthole.
Good to be the Vatican, I guess. Whoa.
The
I guess we're just gonna have to shut down shop and watch the semifinals of the Little League World Series.
Okay, that's not that.
Bad to be their victims in San Francisco. Yeah,
regional finals.
It's a pure form of competition, Mark, and it's totally
silver lining.
Good old.
The series is on. No, the Little League World Series.
I'm not alone here.
Anyone going to jail, Pat?
No, bro. No one goes to fucking jail, man. They pay the money, and then sometimes they don't.
Yeah, but they're not in this case, right? They're saying bankruptcy.
Yeah, dude. They don't go to jail because instead of reporting the issues, Wes, they shuffle the priests around, and then 30 years later, the guy's like, just pay me, man. You ruined my life.
The only way they'd go to jail is if they developed a conscience and tattled to themselves. Like,
in time,
yeah. They probably asked for forgiveness, so all is forgiven. Guys, did you guys see what was going on in Pakistan, man, with the cable cars?
Oh, with the rescue? Yeah, it was crazy.
No, what happened?
Dude, okay, so 8 people, 6 kids, potential little leaguers, I don't know, and 2 adults. They were on a cable car, Pakistan, very mountainous, right? For 14 hours, dangling, dude, hundreds of feet in the air over a valley in northwest Pakistan. And they had to figure out how to rescue these guys. You want to see the first rescue of one of the kids?
Yes.
Dude, this is absolutely insane. Okay. It's a helicopter rescue. So you got a helicopter hovering, lowering a dude down. That's a kid dangling. You see that right there?
Whoa.
That's a kid dangling from a helicopter, cliffhanger style.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So they got him. That was off of a cable car?
Out of a cable car, yeah, dude. Check it out. So
Look at
that's
all the
cable
people
car right
cheering
there.
them on. Look how many people are watching. This is awesome.
Oh, it was a huge deal, man. Look at him just spinning with his thinking, am I going to make it?
That's insane.
He makes it.
Look at how many people were backed up trying to get on that cable car. Damn, it's like just a river
yeah.
of people.
Would you want on that cable car after that?
It's tough, right? You'd rather walk down the mountain.
I hate cable cars.
When
Well,
have
that
you
kid
been on
really
a
got
cable
lifted.
car?
We
really
put a
far
little
up
bit of
in the air.
stress on.
I mean, I've been on
cable cars these days.
gondolas.
Yeah,
I've been on gondolas plenty of times in my life.
I think my cable car days are over.
Right, dude. They zip lined all the rest of the kids out, which is pretty tight. So I don't
that's
know.
cool.
Yeah, that seems a lot safer than
Yeah,
ripping a 11-year-old's body from a cable car with a military grade helicopter.
I guess
But-
the helicopter rescue was. They reported back. Let's not do any more of these.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
good, violent, but good. Other ideas?
Let's go to Plan B.
Right. Was the cable car plan A and then the helicopter was plan B? And
Cable car it's tourism. So like, if you're hanging in Pakistan, you cruise on a cable car. I mean,
sure.
that's
Yeah. Like all over the place. Yeah.
Well,
it was traveling
windy.
between villages.
It was too windy at first, from what I read. That so after 9 hours, they were like, okay, it's too windy. We didn't. The helicopter thing is going to be tough. So they
Damn,
dropped
9
in food and water to the people who had been there for 9 hours. And then I guess they went back after the wind died down and started rescuing people. But maybe the wind picked back up. I don't know. The wind was an issue. I know that.
That's what you want: a bunch of food and water while you're stuck in a cable car with
in a
people, so you
corner of
can
a slanted
piss
cable
and
car.
shit on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
They're just
Yeah,
puking
dude, so-
off the edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not a nervousness.
Apparently, these kids take the cable
Here's
cars
some
to
high
school.
fiber food.
This is like their bus, dog.
Oh, really?
Right. Yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
pretty
There's a
common
picture of them.
transportation in some places, right?
I'm not going to want to go to school, for a few days after that, probably.
Yeah. Apparently, two of the kids were slipping in and out of consciousness, but everyone got rescued, so everyone's safe. It's fantastic, man. But people die on cable cars every year in Pakistan. That's a big thing, man. Cable car
Really?
deaths in
Well,
Pakistan.
yeah, if you're going to go by the cable car system,
like
people
trains
are
in
gonna
India.
die. I mean, yeah, we die in car crashes
Yeah,
and stuff.
or
I mean,
buses in the
yeah,
United
exactly.
States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Planes.
Trains,
They're gonna have some strong
automobiles.
grip strength as a country, with that system.
It's like if everyone skydove in the entire country, there'd probably be a few skydiving deaths, right? Like,
Probably.
That's how you
And
got
there are.
around. If you got around skydiving, there might be a
Right,
few
that was your
skydiving deaths.
transpo,
Right.
or hang gliding. Guys, a quick update on the 10-year-old.
You lived in the
that,
clouds, you mean?
Right.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
lived in the clouds.
If you live in the clouds, you
And we're not a bird.
skydive
If you
down,
bungee jumped to school,
and then like kind of like in Stranger Things or whatever, like once you there's a hole that brings you back up to the top. And
Yeah,
then you
yeah,
do it
yeah.
all over again. Yeah. Probably would there be a few skydiving deaths in that scenario.
Some of the comments in the chat I'm not enjoying so much. Live internet comments. Marcos Lozano says, Pat's going to jail for watching Little League and calling it art. I'm not. I'm calling it sport, Marcos, and I don't appreciate that.
He calls it alone time.
I watch it with the family. Okay,
No, he literally calls it his favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
It's my favorite
Just good
sporting event. of the
old-fashioned
year.
All right,
entertainment, guys.
everyone out.
Sporting event. I said sporting event of the year.
Everyone out. Little League
That's
World
pretty clear.
Series is on.
Okay. What do you?
I don't
guys-
even need volume, really. I just like the visual.
Okay, Bill did something very funny here in the live chat. Bill says, "Cuties too, Williamsport." No,
Yeah.
that is funny. That is funny.
That's where they play, right?
Not applicable, but funny. Hey, remember the 10-year-old kid that took his dong out and peed, and Wes covered the story?
Oh,
Wes,
yeah.
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 In Mississippi, yeah.
Bet you loved that. Bet you combed through that story with a fine tooth.
How did you
comb.
remember that, Pat?
Yeah, Jesus.
got
That must
an
have really
update.
stuck with you.
I, got an
I barely
update.
remember that one.
It's in my notes.
We do so many stories.
What state was it in?
You know what state it was
Mississippi,
in.
right?
You tell me
You
the
said
town,
what state
Pat.
it was in.
Pat, tell me the town.
Senatobia?
Something like that.
Senatobia. Anyway, the cop who, like a fucking asshole, arrested a 10-year-old for pissing outside is, quote, no longer employed by the Senatobia police force.
Good.
And it's unclear if he quit or was fired, but the word on the street is he's pissed.
Yeah. I bet.
Thanks, Mark. I saw you drinking that water, and I said, right now. He didn't spit it out, but I tried. Guys, in Austin, we can't afford to buy homes. We can't.
But Brandon can in the live comments. Did you see this?
What did he say?
Boys
Boys
just closed on a house
on a
in Maynard.
house in Maynard outside Austin.
Congrats.
And I continue. Congrats.
Way to go.
In Austin, we can't afford to buy homes. That's why Wes owns a home in Round Rock, which is the Manor of the North.
Hey, Mass Brandon, are you a member of Patreon? You rich buddy there? Patreon.com/hardfactor.
Hope so.
Really hope so.
Yeah, you can get out.
It's the perfect thing to go along with the new house. You know,
Yeah.
I would say it fills the home with entertainment.
If you want two
You
more
get a house for
episodes
$950 in
Discord.
Manor. Not that bad.
Yeah.
Not that bad. Would you buy a house though in Austin that you couldn't access by car?
We're talking about skydiving again? No,
Talking about
probably not.
skydiving in and
Yeah.
skydiving out. You got
What other modes of transportation
yes.
are there in
Oh, my
Austin?
boat would be badass, like Venice.
Boat
Well,
would be. I would buy a house that I
is
was
it on the
only
lake?
accessed by boat. Yeah.
Lake
you guys-
like on Lake Austin? Yeah.
Yeah, in the winter it would suck, but
Ooh,
I mean,
yeah.
dude, if you lived on Lake Austin right before the dam and commuted to downtown, that's the ultimate. That's the fucking ultimate, bro. If you could do that, but you can't afford it.
No, the answer is no. I wouldn't spend all that money and not be able to access my home.
Right. You
Well,
guys know
most
what
people
an easement
drive
is.
in Austin, so
Oh yeah, in America, but an easement, right, is a grant to access your property, right? We talked to that poor guy, Mark. The
parrot
like 3
lover.
hours,
Yeah.
3 hours on the phone with the parrot lover who somehow
Magic.
a foreigner bought a landlocked property that had no easement,
right.
and then he
And-
opened a parrot sanctuary on it.
He like somehow thought I was a lawyer, which I didn't say I was or wasn't, because I don't think you can. It's illegal. But like I was like, I'm a journalist, but I think he thought I was a lawyer, so he talked to me about his pending lawsuit for about 3 hours, like you said. And in the background there was just birds chirping.
Right.
Just
Parrots,
birds,
yeah,
baby.
yeah.
He couldn't escape his bird paradise because of the easement, because he was trapped.
Right. He was literally he bought a land island in someone else's land.
Yeah,
moat.
the rich people that own the farms around him or farm around him purposely closed the easement so he couldn't leave.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need an easement. One at least a car can drive on, unless you're this lady in Austin who bought a house that's only accessible by tram. That's right, tram. Take a look at this lady's house, dude. It's a fucking tram. It's like a private like
Well, that's kind of
railroad.
cool. That's kind of cool. but
Wait,
very
wait.
inconvenient.
So you're telling me that she has her own parking lot, but then she goes by tram to her house.
I don't know what it looks like on the
Wow.
ground, bro.
It's kind of like
I
a
mean,
boat
that's
slip.
kinda
It's kind of how you like
that's
lower a
kinda
boat to the
cool.
water, or like an old person like in Seinfeld when he's going up and down the stairs, like in that type of
Exactly.
thing. Yeah,
A lot of people that live on the lake have these
for boats.
Yeah, well, no, not for boats. For also just for people to get
get
down.
Because they
down,
live on
Yeah.
hills, like
Yeah.
it's too
Exactly.
steep. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a nice house.
Yeah, dude.
It's
I mean,
nice,
like,
bro.
how much did she have to pay for that? Only accessible by tram.
So this went on sale, Willie, initially in 2022 for 1.6 Christina millions. Okay.
Okay.
It's not bad for that view and that size.
Price drop.
In Austin.
Price drop. Price drop. Price drop. Price drop. All the way down to $1,059,000.
Whoa.
Okay, so basically 1 million.
And she bought that shit, bro. Here's a clip of her getting Uber Eats from her tram.
Oh, that would be
Send-
infuriating.
Just send it on up.
Yeah.
Everything would be infuriating about having to get up and leave and go via tram. Look how slow that thing
I'm
is.
speaking from the Uber Eats person's perspective. I don't want to deal with having to put the thing in the tram and then hitting the
And then
button.
push a button, right?
No.
Yeah. Oof.
I'm never delivering to her again. Fool me once with this bullshit.
Yeah. She says the tram gets serviced twice a year. It stops working when the electricity goes out or when she forgets her tram key. Lol.
What if she's
So
getting
she
murdered
gets
or has
stuck
like
there.
an emergency or like her house is on fire? Is the firefighters take the tram up there? Do the police take the tram up there to save her?
Well, Wes, now every
Yeah.
rapist in Austin knows they can just tram on in there and
Yeah.
she's screwed. Yeah.
Yep. They can tram up,
Right.
tram down. You
So
might want to
she's
just
just-
Google it.
She's just
tram
rich. She got a
house.
good deal on a house, and then she's showing off the tram, basically.
What's that Keyburger, the guy from
I mean, it's a nice tram.
killed all those college kids, is like licking his lips in jail reading the story. She's
Yeah,
only
bro.
got a tram.
First thing you do, you get in there, you take her tram key, and she's boned.
Yeah.
Her only option is to skydive out of there.
Yeah. Update. Brandon is already a patron. So that's
Hell
what being a patron of Hard Factor does for you. It makes you so financially savvy. You can buy many, many
It's
homes
true.
in hot
So
markets.
homeowner is his second accolade. He's a Hard Factor patron, comma homeowner.
There
Yeah.
you go.
But Pat, for real, it can drop your property value. The neighborhood I used to own in Austin was off of 183, and the 183 construction, they didn't give it an access point right outside the neighborhood, and it just slashed the value of everything in the neighborhood. So.
Yeah, bro. But look at these views.
So, Pat, it's beautiful. All joking aside, how many feet is the tram? Like 50? Like in the air?
Yeah, so you can kind of
could
see
you jump from it?
Video. Could you jump from it?
My point is, let's say you get halfway down the tram breaks. You don't have cell phone service because you're out in the middle of nowhere. You forgot your cell phone. Can you scream to a neighbor, or do you just die on the tram?
I think there it is, bro. It's not that far.
You can jump.
No, I mean, you'd walk
off
up to the house or walk down to your car.
Close to the ground.
50.
It's not so steep that you can walk down it if you needed to.
You could climb. I mean, you're a human. You have hands and legs.
She said it's steep. You could walk it, but you don't wanna.
Okay, so she's fine. Right.
It looks like a short tram too. Like that's her garage, perhaps, right there.
Not hers. Maybe. I don't know. I should look more into this tram house. Hold on.
$1 million for that size house on the lake in Austin with those views.
Oh, it's also famous.
Yeah.
The house is famous. It was built like by
for its tram, of course.
For all the rapes that happened there.
Yeah, for the murders. Mm-hmm. How haunted is that place?
The crimes. Really.
For how vulnerable you are at the peak of the tram.
You can just hear the murderer slowly tramming up for 17 minutes.
Right.
He's loading their guns.
Can of WD-40.
I'm gonna get you. I'm almost there. I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
Trying to de-squeak it.
Come on.
Yeah. Usually nice, but not in that scenario.
Yeah. It's also on Lake Travis.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The view is where that is.
Yeah.
The
it's literally to die for, which she will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't get an alarm system.
Why did the realtor really emphasize to die for when she's talking about the view?
She did say
I've sold this house 25 times.
No, they're to die for.
It's putting my kids through college.
Yeah.
If you want the address, you can literally just Google it. It's very public. Very public. We don't endorse that. Guys, let's real quick take it to the internet, real quick, live internet comment. Whoa, that's weird. It says death of Obama chef ruled an accident. Yeah, that's what they want you to think. Right?
Well, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that's weird.
Yeah. Guys, let's get to the top story of the day, also known as the
cream of the crop.
Okay. This one's pretty interesting. Ride with me to Kansas, if you will. Okay. So a 98-year-old newspaper owner in Kansas is dead after getting real saucy and exhibiting her constitutional rights during a search and seizure by Marion, Kansas police back on August 11th. Did you guys see this video today? It was everywhere.
I did.
You did. Okay. What do you know about it, Mark?
I don't want to ruin the story, but I saw the video and I know what happened the day afterwards and all that stuff. And yeah, I know.
Well, she's dead. That's what happened. She died. Okay, I'm going to play the video real quick. This is pretty great. It's a 98-year-old woman who owns a newspaper with her son. She's a journalist, owned right before she died.
Right.
And she is just giving it to the cops that are in her house, searching her house. And guess what? They shouldn't be.
Right?
Yes.
Calling Eric Myers.
Don't you touch any of that stuff.
Oh, man.
This is my house.
She's slamming her walker.
That's sad.
She's so mad.
And you asshole.
We'll be out of here pretty quick.
Get them out of here. They're
What are they
here.
looking for?
I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah, it's bullshit. They're just shaking her down because
Your
maybe
mother
she,
loved you.
Your
her newspaper
mother
Your
love you.
mother. You're an
newspaper might write
asshole.
unflattering articles about them.
You're the chief. Oh, God. Get out of my house.
You're the chief. Oh, God.
Get out. Stand outside. You can stand outside that door and you still see them. I don't want you in my house. I don't want you if you do not take them. What?
That's a business cost router has
What?
Leave a message after.
Is there another one downstairs, another computer?
Thank you.
We never went down there and he...
Anyway, you get the point. she's telling these people they're assholes to get out of her house. She's a newspaper lady, man. She might be 98.
Did they find what they were looking for under her
They didn't
couch?
find shit, Will, and they rescinded the search warrant and returned everything because it was bullshit.
It was a
bullshit
shakedown.
pretenses. It was a shakedown. So here's what happened. There's a woman named Carrie Newell, okay, who I guess is applying for a liquor license in this town, Marion. And the incident, I guess, began when a source sent Newell's driving record and a DUI arrest to the Marion County Record, which is the newspaper co-owned by 98-year-old Joan Meyer and her son Eric. Okay? So a source sends over the driving record to this woman who's applying for a liquor license and says, hey, man, she doesn't have a driver's license because she's got a DUI. And if you want to get a liquor license, you have to have a driver's license. That's the rule there. Right? Okay. So I guess Eric, who co-owns the paper with his 98-year-old mom, passed that info along to the police chief saying, hey, just so you know, this lady can't get a liquor license. The source sent me this. Bam. Right? Pretty much I think doing the right thing, so to speak.
It's pretty normal, right?
Chief Cody said, uh-oh, I don't like this. And he said the information was obtained illegally. So he just raided her house and the newspaper's office and the home of Vice Mayor Ruth Herbal. And a day later, Joan Meyer, 98 years old, died. It was very upsetting to her.
Because she was so upset.
Wow.
Yeah, she
Absolutely.
she didn't recover from that. Yeah. Oh,
what's up with that cop? Is it like his friend?
No, it sounds like it's a she, right? She's trying to get her liquor. It sounds like she's boning one of the cops.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The cop is like
it's a friend, all right.
Yeah.
The cop. So they raided the situation. The crime that I guess they were investigating was identity theft and unlawful acts.
So they raided the newspaper and then the vice mayor over the fact that they think that possibly someone obtained the information that she didn't have a license because she's a drunk by like some sort of weird means. Like what? What are
they have a driving record.
What are they What are they doing? Obviously, someone high up in the police is banging this lady that wants the liquor license.
This has gone to the Supreme Court like 6 times.
There was 5 cops there.
There's journalistic privileges.
Well, and it's crazy that they went through all that over that small of a stupid thing.
Right. Yeah. Pretty messed up. Anyway, they killed the woman. Can you believe it?
I'm guessing she's going to get her liquor license if the entire force is behind her.
If they're willing to go through all that, to make sure that nobody asks questions. Yeah, I mean,
not good.
Yeah,
not
and this
was
this is another point from Internet Commenter Bill. The paper allegedly might have been writing some pieces about the police force being corrupt.
Okay, it's the same paper. I was wondering that. Yeah. Same paper. Yeah. Okay.
Which makes a little bit more sense. Yeah.
They try to do something they're claiming or that seems totally fine on the surface, and then
also probably why she didn't want them in the house because
they're harassing.
She knew what they were doing.
Right. Yeah. He used it as an excuse to go after her.
Okay. I was wondering. I was like, this sounds like I just saw them raiding a newspaper office in the same way.
This is like fascism.
Thing. Wow, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, he signed the affidavits essentially alleging there was crime committed 3 days after the raids took place, and it was totally unconstitutional. Had to give all that shit back. Jared Lindsay at Live Internet Congress says, try that in a small town. And with guys...
That's literally the only place you can do that.
Is it a small town?
Yeah.
Well, he will also be punished.
The force runs the town. Yeah.
Right? I mean, or is an elected position. Yeah,
he's fucked, hopefully. He's fucked. Anyway, guys, who's got their bird dogs on right now? Who's got their BDs?
Look at my outfit. It's insane right now.
You got your doggy dogs? What do you got? Jesus. Ooh, I love those, man.
This outfit.
Willie, you wearing your joggers?
So they're so black you can't even see them against my chair.
Ooh.
It's just like I'm
look,
about to strike in the night.
Like an optical
you can't even
illusion.
see my bottoms because they're camouflage.
Where are they?
Yep. Nope. That was my
Watch
penis.
out.
Couldn't see it.
Watch out, ladies who love nature.
It was camouflage by my camo bird dogs with the liner and the zipper pocket where it keeps my weed. I'm rocking these guys a week strong, and they don't smell. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know how they do it. Wow. Some sort of new technology, but they got.
You haven't just acclimated to. No, I mean bird dogs. It's incredible what they can do.
They do a much better job than most pants of keeping the smell out. But I don't know if I've done Pat in a week. I don't know about Pat in a week.
Well, they're around his ankles a lot now that the Little League World Series is on.
Yeah, they're not near those holes.
That was a bridge too far, Wes.
They don't collect
Yeah.
a lot of stink.
They get a lot of breaks. They get a lot of breaks in the World Series.
That was a bridge too far, bud.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
That was a KO.
If you think about it, it's one of the most electric sports out there. Anyway.
Bird dogs are great because you could go from the pool to a baseball game in about 60 seconds, dry it off immediately.
Yeah.
I'll be dead honest with you. I live in my bird dogs. That's just the situation. I live in them. You should live in them too. It's not just shorts, guys. They got the joggers. Willie was showing them off. They got the pants. They're fantastic. They're also giving you a free hat, a gift, if you will, if you use our code. So go to birddogs.com/hnews. That's pretty simple. birddogs.com/hnews. Use the promo code hnews at checkout, and you'll be in business. You'll get that hat as a gift, and you're going to be happy. I mean, this is my third season with this pair of BDs, and there's no tear.
Yeah,
I used to buy some cheap Amazon pants once a season.
They last. They last.
Available. Yeah.
It's an investment.
Yeah.
Investment in comfort. Okay. Thank you, Pat. Let's go check in on the war in Ukraine, guys. Still lots of people dying. Both sides claiming victories. Both sides saying those claims are bullshit, blah, blah, blah. The drones, the boats. Today, the Pentagon said they were willing to train Ukrainian pilots on our F-16s over here in America if they needed. But what caught my eye is that apparently, according to a former top advisor to Vladimir Putin, this guy, Sergei Markov, there he is. He's convinced that he knows what's going to happen with the war in the coming months and years. We're not only going to train Ukraine's military to fly our F-16s, we're also apparently using neuro-linguistic programming, aka brainwashing, to turn Ukraine's army into the strongest and most united brotherhood of homosexuals the world hasn't seen since those mighty gay Spartans.
Oh, they're turning them into 300.
Sounds like Russia's worst nightmare, a gay army.
You're saying they're going to brain gay him?
They're going to brain gay him, which I didn't know was possible to brain gay someone, but
you want Russians to lay down their arms.
Yeah.
This is the way to do it.
Now, the claims were made.
You.
Yeah. I'm not fighting them.
Yeah. Anything but being captured by them.
The 300 were from Thebes, not Sparta.
Yes,
Thanks,
yes, and I'd correct that later on. That is the fact. But this claim was made by Sergei Markov on Russian TV a couple weeks ago, where he claimed to know what the U.S. had planned for the war in Ukraine. Here's the clip. I'm going to translate it, and this is just the translation I'm reading. Literally, it is accurate, not made up at all. So here's what he had to say on live TV, and they have news broadcasts over here like we do, like Fox News, CNN, and all they do is talk about how the war is great on some of these programs and what they should be doing. So here's what he had to say. What amazes me is the gay parades are happening in support of Ukraine and so on. Some think this is weird. Why is this necessary? Understand, Ukraine is the main test in the world for creating an artificial society. They will turn them into zombies, into cult members. I think they will force some to become homosexuals.
I hope so, at least.
They will create all conditions for it.
What are they?
Because they studied history. And this lady says, last week in Berlin, this week in Liverpool, they were parades of homosexuals in support of Ukraine's armed forces. And he goes, yes, many find it strange. But military theorists and historians know which army in Greece was the strongest. You remember? The Spartans. They were united by a homosexual brotherhood.
This guy loves it.
They were all homos. They were the politics of the leadership. I think they are planning the same for Ukraine's armed forces. They want to take a break until spring in 2025, and then these renewed troops of Ukraine armed forces.
Oh, whoa.
Zombified and unified through gay sex.
Of 2 years?
Yeah.
They're going to do 2 years.
Along with cult members ready to sacrifice themselves.
An unbeatable army.
Yeah, they'll emerge unbeatable. That is what they're preparing for us in the spring of 2025.
Whoa.
Knowing these plans, maybe we didn't agree to it, like a ceasefire. And then this lady says, we certainly don't want to negotiate. We got to keep going to Kiev and then the Polish. And then she says, I wouldn't want it for anyone they might try to capture. I would worry for anyone they capture.
Gay zombies capture.
They might have their gay ways with them.
So,
dude, that guy's so interested in gay armies.
Oh,
he's an expert on it. Historians know, and war experts, as he said.
Yeah,
they're calling it Operation Combo Pop.
Comment from the internet: Russians spend an inordinate amount of time thinking about homosexuality.
True,
which they do. Yeah. And then, as Jackson referenced, for historical context to address Sergei's claims, the LGBTQ Nation article by Daniel Villarreal says, quote, there is some historical evidence to suggest the Spartans of ancient Greece may have encouraged homosexual activity as a way to encourage soldiers to stay in the military and fight for their partner's lives. The evidence also suggests that the Spartan soldiers were expected to age out of such activities after completing a certain stage of their military training. Also, same article says that Sergei meant to reference the most famous gay military force in ancient Greece, which was not actually Spartan, but the Sacred Band of Thebes, which is an elite military force deliberately comprised of 150 and bisexual couples that defeated the Spartans.
Thumpers.
Yeah. And listen, while this all sounds crazy, I don't know that Sergei's lying, because we have.
You think there's some truth to this? They're turning them into the 300s.
History repeats itself.
Listen,
they distract you in the front and they come around from behind.
Right.
The Thebes.
Whoa. We have some exclusive audio from the battlegrounds in Ukraine.
Holy shit!
And I mean, it's kind of telling. Here it is. Let's hear it.
Good soldiers of Ukraine, very important message. You are now all gay. I know it may not feel that way, but when you really think about it really hard, and you will come to conclusion that you are gay. Look, I don't know if you are aware, but winter is right around the corner. You're going to want to snuggle up together. I know, it's a lot to take in, but trust me, you are gay.
A gay hypnotist.
Yeah, that's the beta.
So they're going to do 2 years of that and
2
bang
years
and
of that.
Victor.
Yep.
And then they're going to invade.
I'll wait.
We should have seen this coming when they started wearing matching uniforms. The Ukrainian army. It was a big tell.
Yeah. So
they added some flair or something.
Yeah, best looking uniforms in the biz. Gavin says, show your dad that video, Wes. The one previously about the guy losing his mind about the gays up.
Yeah, we love it. So yeah, I mean that's the reality of what they're talking about on Russian media over there about the war, is that we're creating a super soldier gay army with Ukraine to defeat them.
That's Praga War,
and they will emerge in the spring of 2025.
What can you believe?
Like the gay cicadas.
Yeah, exactly, like a bear.
No, it's like the frogs, like Mark said. Frog. It's like Alex Jones's frog theory. It's the same, except with Ukrainian soldiers.
Pretty crazy.
That's some theory.
It is. It's some theory.
It's some theory.
That guy puts asses in seats in Russia.
Yeah, thank you for that one.
Yeah, but is that an excuse for them? Like Russians, like they're
Yes.
so worried about
they are using it as a reason to slaughter Ukrainians.
We'll have to fight harder now,
anti-LGBTQ rhetoric.
Yeah.
They absolutely are using the anti-LGBTQ rhetoric.
Well, they better not lose now. My goodness.
This is like the tactic, like
that out there.
Steelers versus the Ravens. When someone on the other team says the other team's soft, and they print up the headline and put it in the locker room. This is like they're all gay.
Russians hate gays just as much as most African countries hate gays.
It's a recruiting technique, right?
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Hey, we're gonna bring back a segment. Okay, we're gonna bring this one back.
Sitting in the corner of the Macho Man Randy Savage is quite an honor.
It is the soft corner. That is. I would say this could have probably put the Christian Crusader that I did, the guy who busted up the Asian masseuse rub and tug place and probably got some lady deported, which was pointed out in the Instagram comments that she probably had a family that she'll never see again. But this guy wanted to get some TikTok clicks, so good for him. He could have gone in the soft corner, but instead he's in the soft corner. But officially, GoFundMe's staying in the soft corner. They were in it. I don't think we were going to let them out, but we're definitely not letting them out now.
Yeah, they keep fucking up.
Why, Mark?
You know what they did? They GoFundMe shut down 22-year-old OnlyFans model. Let me get some pictures of her up because you're probably going to want to see them. Her name is Maria Casillas.
Is it integral to the story?
The picture.
Okay.
Yeah, goddamn right it is.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you got to put a
see,
body
you're
to
gonna,
the face.
You're going to need to know what's going on here.
Maria Casillas, who is a Honolulu resident, so Hawaiian to the core, and you can see here she's
beach pictures in Hawaii.
I can see us.
Yeah, you can see us that she's got a successful OnlyFans, and what she wanted to do for her fellow Hawaiian residents is she wanted to donate. She wanted to donate money, so she started an OnlyFans, and she said, for the low price of $10, I will send you nudes, and 100% of these profits will go to help Lahaina.
100%.
100%.
Now that's a guilt-free OnlyFans join right there.
Yeah, you could go to her OnlyFans, which we'll get to later, but she's saying in this GoFundMe, if you send $10, I will send you nudes, 100% of which go to help the residents in Maui. And she's showing her nudes for this. 100%.
Honey, what are you doing? I'm helping Hawaiians.
Yeah,
right. I mean,
exactly.
It's really going to get some
Maui
guys
for
into charity.
Maui, honey.
Yeah.
I just donated $10. And that's all it takes. But
just saving Hawaiians.
Exactly.
It's a tax write-off. Rebuilding Maui. Doing my part, hun.
It's exactly what people were doing, and
they were
guilt-free.
trying.
And guilt-free. And she got up to, I think, $7,986. That doesn't make sense. Around $8,000. Got an even number. Some guy gave her $6 and asked for a topless. She got to about $8,000, and then guess what? GoFundMe catches on and says, "Oh, no. We don't like this. This is immoral. With nude pictures, we're shutting you down." And they refunded everyone, and Maui got $0, and she got shamed.
And she got all those nudes out there.
Everyone got the nudes. Everyone got the nudes.
And Maui gets no money.
Maui gets $0, so they get their money back.
What the fuck?
Guess what? Do you think she was posting the nudes directly to GoFundMe, which is impossible to do?
No, it's only sending
them. No, she was just promising that she'd send you the nudes, which she did not through GoFundMe at all. And GoFundMe stuck their stinky little noses in there and said, "No, not on our watch. This is immoral."
All you were buying was a promise.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What's wrong with selling a promise, Mark?
I don't know. That's why they're in the soft corner. So now you have to go to her OnlyFans, and she's set up a thing in her OnlyFans that's like, you can pay me, which I'll keep the money and I'll do my things that I normally do. But then now I've got this section that's 100% going to Maui, and you can still see me nude. Now I'm mixing business with donations because GoFundMe is in the soft corner.
Well, that's stand up by her. I mean, so
she wants to help her fellow citizens.
You gotta let that slide if you're corporate at GoFundMe, right? Yeah. You got to just pretend you didn't see it and then revisit it.
I mean, dude, the Maui. I think the disaster is not even. We don't even really understand how huge it is yet with all the missing people. So,
I mean,
anybody standing in the way.
Not 1,000 people probably that passed away.
What'd you say the name was again, Mark?
Well, her online name, Maria Casillas, but her online name is Lava Girl because she's so damn hot. She's so hot.
Lava,
intern Joey's trying to date her. The Arizona streets are jealous of her, and she feels no effects of the sun because she's so hot. Lava Girl.
Oh,
That's
wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I call her reverse lava girl. You know what I mean? Because you want to be all over her.
I touched her. Oops. It's like the opposite day with her. A GoFundMe spokesperson said, "We suck." That's what they said. That was their quote. They said the fundraiser was removed from our platform as it violated our TOS, specifically the prohibited conduct section. Which again, she's not sending them through GoFundMe. She could just be making a joke, and you're donating her. What's going on here with GoFundMe? How are they doing this?
She put up a 56K. 56K number on her private menu board here. Pretty impressive.
You're looking at her OnlyFans stats.
Yeah. No, are you?
So you're saying that that GoFundMe is really missing out on an investment opportunity here.
Pat, help out a Hawaiian.
They would have saved a lot of Hawaii. Well, they would have helped rebuild Maui.
I promised myself I wouldn't. I promised myself I wouldn't.
Put it on the company card. Help out a Hawaiian.
Ooh, I have been putting it on the company card. Now is probably the appropriate time to tell you guys.
Yeah, write it off.
We can share the password, okay?
Here's the douchebag CEO of GoFundMe, by the way, Tim Cadigan.
Yeah, he looks like he would tattle on a rub and tug place.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Oh man.
Oh my God. She says, "Always in the sun, but no one's sun is ever in me." Is a TikTok she made. That's what she said. Those
Lava
are her
girl.
words.
Damn, hot like fire.
Whoa.
So obviously, GoFundMe's not getting out of the soft corner with antics like that.
No, they keep. I mean, what was the last one? I mean, they just constantly are
some other
doing
bullshit.
bad shit.
Yeah. It's probably like some dog being saved, and they're like, "Not on our watch."
A lot of time, GoFundMe is used for
Dog's gonna die.
People use GoFundMe to scam other people, but this time they're just scamming Hawaiians out of rebuilding. I mean, it's terrible.
Right.
Yeah. You know what?
And a
happens
lot
to
of
lava?
gentlemen out of a good time,
That's
in
right.
terms of how they want to donate themselves.
Hey,
so.
sometimes you need to let us get scammed to GoFundMe. You know what I mean?
Donation to Hawaii.
Yeah.
You know what happens to
Let me
lava
scam
after
myself.
it cools down?
Yeah.
Gets rocked
It
up.
gets rock hard.
Lava girl knows.
Yeah, it creates new land.
Yeah.
Grows the island.
Yeah. Got a new island over here.
It grows the island.
Yeah, it does. Wow.
It expands the island.
It makes it wider, higher. Yeah. Everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice.
So
All right, I gotta click X. We're doing a show, Pat. X. Okay, we're back. Doing
How many
a little
OnlyFans tabs
journalistic
did you have
research.
open? Okay.
Just 3.
Wow.
Just the 3.
Pretty good. All right, you guys ready to move to the last one of the day?
Mm-hmm.
Story here. Okay. You may have heard recently that it's been a pretty good run for the Saudis, Saudi Arabia, any other major oil producing nation in the Middle East over there, at least recently, right? Like monetarily, right? Yeah, historic, right? Still
like
question
Lou
mark.
Gehrig. Yeah.
Right, with the money, still question marks out there about the human rights in the region and whatnot. But of course, there was the Qatar World Cup in 2022, huge. The Live Golf Tournament taken off.
My bad, got the wrong.
And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar joining the Saudi Soccer League, and now Saudi Arabia has unveiled their newest attraction, a 75-mile-long skyscraper building called The Line, that is 500 meters tall and stretches all the way from the Gulf of Aqaba, 75 miles inland past the Red Sea and into the mountains of Saudi Arabia. And so this thing is one building. It's so big that they have to build the base so that it can handle the curvature of the earth.
I know about that. Strong base, big base, been there.
Yes, you can
500 feet tall and 75 miles long.
So it'll be the world's biggest structure by $1 billion.
Oh yeah, you live in. It's got to be longer than the Great Wall, right? How long is the Great Wall?
No, not longer than the Great Wall.
No, not longer, but
2,000 miles.
No, it's not.
For a modern building, by far the biggest, right?
Yeah,
it's taller than the Eiffel Tower and the Empire State Building, and it consists of
miles.
2 mirrored structures that would house up to 9 million people inside that 75-mile range, and it's complete with stadiums and everything you need to live, and it's expected to be fully constructed sometime between 2030 and 2070.
And
did you see that image we'll put up? It's got it's like a wall and then a wall, like that's like then they show you the inside of the building. So it's like a building, and then they put a giant stadium the entire width of the building, so you'd have to presumably walk through the building to get to the other side, like the stadium. Like that's obviously a bad design.
It's gonna be a tram, Mark.
It's got high-speed rail on
over
each
top of
side.
it, sure, yeah, okay.
Right. I think at the bottom.
Just can't walk through it.
Well, you can walk on those like walkways. It's like a space station, basically.
Right.
They're
what's that
building in
movie? The
middle
follow
of
up
Saudi Arabia.
to the follow up to the South African
Snowpiercer.
District 9. No, the follow up to District 9 with Matt Damon. They had that structure, but essentially the exact same structure in space.
It's so fun to
it's like an
rollerblade in that
Interstellar.
thing.
Yeah.
Right, Wes? Like it would be. I mean, it does seem kind of cool. It's supposed to cost $1 trillion to build, and Prince Mohammed bin Salman.
Pittance.
Yes, exactly, Pat. Nothing for the Saudis. And Prince Mohammed bin Salman has said that he wants it to rival the pyramids in nearby Egypt. So that's how big he's trying to go with this. It's already under construction. As you can see here,
They're actually just doing it.
yeah, Wes. It's like
That's
they're
real.
making it. They're making it's not a joke.
That's real. They're making this $1 trillion city.
They're really going for it.
Yeah, surely it's all union work out there, in Saudi Arabia. on this
How many
line
people
building.
How many people are dying in the heat building this
So
thing? How many
many.
migrants? Under 50,000 migrants died.
Dude,
building this thing.
there's got okay, they're building a mirror in the desert.
Yeah.
Right.
Might hit these-
It's
There's
gonna be
gotta
hot,
a,
Pat.
there's got to be a terrible angle to be
It
to
could
be
all
across from that
burn
thing,
to
right? A certain
the
time of
ground.
day,
Oh, there's nothing around it. It's just
you could be
desert
a fucking
around.
ant with
Yeah.
a magnifying glass. Okay.
That's why it's mirrored though, because it's in the desert. So they're trying to keep the heat off you. They say it's going to be perfect, like temperature inside. It's claimed that with the help of AI,
Perfect. No
Yeah,
booze. Perfect.
perfect. Yeah, no, that would suck.
3,000 schools, none of which women will be in.
Why? Did they
Right.
say why?
Lots of schools for men. Well, 9 million people they're trying to get there. I don't know if what the rules will be. Like if there'll be a lot of expats. Who knows?
The women will be in the back of the structure.
If at all.
Yeah.
Where's the poo go, Will?
Oh, it's in there somewhere, Pat. They claim with the help of AI, high-speed rail, and renewable practices.
Oh, the AI will handle the poo.
Yeah.
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah, I don't know. Renewable practices, something in the bathrooms. They say that with those things, it will be completely emission-free once it's built, even when housing 9 million people inside. So that's kind of cool.
The women are carrying out buckets of poo like Mickey Mouse and Fantasia, just like one after the other.
Yeah, that's the renewable resource.
Yeah.
Just slave labor.
The women.
Yeah.
It's the women.
It's the women that do it.
Simple.
So, I mean, it's pretty cool, but it also sounds more like a futuristic prison.
Yeah,
than
it
a
does.
Yeah, you're under the state's control for sure.
Yeah.
You
I
know
mean, it's
what?
owned by the Saudi royal family.
This section, let's get a little Thebes with it. Maybe.
Let's get all themes with it. Just the boys in here, you know?
The boys section. A couple bathhouses.
Yeah, it's like a giant mega yacht on land. So the Saudis better hope the orcas don't get wind.
So if you think about this,
It's susceptible to attack. It seems like.
well,
Yeah,
so
you kill everyone in there with a couple missiles.
but it's all like residents. So it's
Right,
it's
or
like
one
a big
virus.
apartment. Like
One
One
virus.
virus.
exactly.
Yeah.
let's call it the population in New York, even though I know New York's more than 9 million now. But let's say that. So like if you're in New York and you got a guy that you hate, you just hate, and lives in New York City, the gridded street system means you're probably not going to run into this guy that you hate, right?
Oh, and here they can get you in 10 minutes. It's a
You have to
20-minute
shoot
ride
guy that
straight
on a
you hate
bus
Yeah.
on a
every
train.
day.
Straight
Full length.
line.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
No, you
seems
see
like
them all the time.
the nicest cruise ship ever that doesn't go anywhere. Like it's
Right.
like
It seems so fucking stupid to me. You guys think this is going to get done? I
No.
don't think so.
No.
Oh, I was reading that they're having. I know they have a ton of money, but they're trying to get funding from other countries, and everyone's like, no, pass.
Dude, I
Hard pass on
I
the
was
line.
talking to PFT about his trip to Qatar over the weekend, and I was like, "What was it like?" Because I never got to catch up with him. He's like, "Dude, no one was there. There are like 12 Qataris, and then the rest are slave labor. 9 million who? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, how are they
9
going to get people
million
in there? Yeah,
There's not 9 million people that want to fucking live in this
It'll
place.
probably end up just turning into another Dubai type thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but there's not 9 million people.
But they already got
like
Dubai.
this.
That takes care of
Dubai
all
just- I don't
2
know if
million
they'll
of
make
them.
this thing. Like they're trying to rival the pyramids. It just seems like something that's going to get abandoned halfway through because they have to fund
What
it
would be
through
the angle though?
2070.
What
Like,
would be the angle? Dubai only has 3 million people. What would be the angle of like if this was a scam the whole time? Like money laundering or something, or like just a joke? Like what?
The angle is they literally have all the money, Mark.
They have all the money.
than
They want to show off like how
know what to do with
cool.
it.
Right.
They have so much money that they don't know what to do with it. They're going to build $1 trillion straight line city.
Yeah, I've got an
right.
entire explainer video from the
You
PR
heard it right.
team if you want to see it. Like they can try to explain it to you.
Okay, I'd like to. I'm confused.
You guys want to see that?
Yeah.
Is it in English?
Yeah, it's in English.
Yeah, then dial it up, William. I got questions.
For too long, humanity has existed within dysfunctional and polluted cities that ignore nature. Now, a revolution in civilization is taking place. Imagine a traditional city and consolidating its footprint, designing to protect and enhance nature.
Even
The
denser.
line will be home to 9 million residents and will be built with a footprint of just 34 square kilometers. And we are designing it to provide a healthier, more sustainable quality of life.
Across 500 miles.
The line's communities are organized in 3
All owned
dimensions.
by the royal family.
Residents have access to all their
cast.
daily needs within 5-minute walk neighborhoods. And the line's
I'd like to see
infrastructure
you
makes
try to
it
get
possible
Garrett
to
from
travel
Iowa.
end to end in 20 minutes with no need for cars, resulting in zero carbon emissions.
No carbon. Don't even know.
By
Oil,
leveraging AI
carbon, no.
technology, services are autonomous, saving you time and effort.
They take care of the poo.
Designed by world-leading architects,
Like the robot.
the line is 500 meters tall,
Who robot?
200 meters wide, 170 kilometers long, and housed within an elegant mirror glass facade. Intelligent solutions
Everyone will go
create
to bed at 9
efficiency
p.m.
and year-round
It's a
temperate
bird's
microclimate
worst
with
nightmare.
Natural ventilation.
Okay, lights out.
Energy
Lights
and
out,
water
everyone.
supplies are 100% renewable. The line is designed as a series of unique
Just the boys now.
offering a wealth of
eat-
amenities,
just the feed
providing
section.
equitable
Yeah.
views and immediate access to the surrounding nature.
To nature.
You gotta- you have no
40% of the
access to
world
nature.
accessible within 6 hours at the heart of the globe's key trade routes.
See the
A
nature.
place for commerce and communities to thrive like nothing on earth seen before.
The line. Okay, you guys get it.
The slaves live too close to you in the line. That's the problem.
Jared Lindsay brings up a good point. He's like, did they think about like the sand being a problem for the mirrors at all, or like?
I was thinking about that. Lots of parts of the line are going to get fucked up and just not fixed for long periods of time.
Yeah, no one's gonna. Well, I guess all the migrants are gonna have to go out there and just wipe down the mirrors every day. Yeah,
Right. Well, the robots, Mark. They say it's going to be sustainable robots
got it.
by
That
then.
makes sense.
Yeah. You know who really won this news story is the PR company that got paid $1 million to make that video for the thing. That's
Oh, they
not
got
gonna
paid
get
more
built.
than that. I mean, the Saudis just threw money at that video.
And
they
the
really
diggers
wanted
over
it.
there.
How do
that
we
are-
convince the Saudis we can make a video for the line? Because that's a payday.
We need
That's
to just
true.
work for the Saudis. How do we sell out like the Live Tour did?
Yeah, I'm
there like
ready. I'm ready.
Is there an online form you can fill out?
Yeah.
Producer Eric's got shots of the line. Oh, nice. We can
Stay
sign up for the
informed about the
mailing
line.
list.
Oh, we can be on
Yes,
the mailing
please
list.
do. Please do. Add us.
Yeah,
to
sign
it.
us up.
That's
Yep.
the form we were looking for. Web
Send it
form.
to the Hard Factory.
Let them know we'll absolutely do publicity until
Yeah.
2070 if they need to lock it in, for the contract. That's it for Heart Factor today. Thank you for listening. As always, spread the word if you love the show. We love all of you in the Hardo Hive. It's time to spin the wheel.
Pat, what's your situation for tomorrow, sir?
Kate's out of town. I'm getting my butt kicked over here.
Okay.
So I'll be back on Thursday night show.
Okay. Here's for coffee tomorrow. Good morning.
Me. 99% chance I'll be on the show and have the coffee for you, but Honeybee's getting spayed tomorrow. Wish her luck. So
Lots happening. in
Stitch
the
that
Hardo
bitch
Hive.
I got the backup of that.
Just
We'll
in
make it
case.
work over here. Cash might be on the show, but
Yeah.
There we go. We'll just do a kids show. We can bring one of my kids in here too.
she'll be fine.
Last live comment. Brandon says Donato Ferrataroli in South Boston is actually one of his clients.
Is he going to make it to his wedding?
Yeah, hopefully so. Hopefully Donato is doing good. But most importantly, everybody get out there and have yourself.
Trump is turning himself in Thursday.
For the weighing?
Turning himself in Thursday.
Yeah, we were ahead of the curve on that. The over-under is 273.5 pounds.
Thursday afternoon, hopefully we should know. Sorry, I forgot that in the coffee.
Oh, yeah. Thursday is the day. Get that weigh in. But most importantly, today, get out there and have yourself a great fucking day.